start by figuring this out first. Charlotte, let's start by figuring out what are the memes?
They're like funny pictures.
They're like funny pictures.
Funny
from
pictures?
movies that they like make
Internet
jokes out of.
jokes.
Yes.
Should all text me your favorite meme.
Okay. Yes.
Can we get that? But let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. All right. All week we've been working on what? All week we've been working on what? All right, we've been working on reflecting. And what I want to do, you guys, is I want to bring it back and make sure we understand each other. This is the 4th week of nonfiction when we got back from October break, right? For 2 weeks we worked on expository. Expository, what's the root word to it? Expose. So we want to expose things. And then we went to the next week, the 3rd week, we went to what? Persuade. What's the root word? Persuade. So we're trying to persuade people into believing our idea. So we go from exposing, okay, which is just uncovering, right, to then persuading, getting people to follow you or buy into your product or whatever that may be. And then this week we've been working on what? Reflective, and what's the root word there? Reflect, but reflect back upon what? An event, something that has significance to you. So I just want to make sure, as we're working on our reflective essay this week, okay, and as we head into next week, as we finish those guys up, all right, that we reflect back specifically where, when, sights, sounds, how it changed you is a biggie. The fears that were experienced, or the anxiety that went with it, or the joy, okay? All right? So make sure you're with me. Make sure you're with me. Okay? So as you write this essay, as we go through, I just want to make sure, and again, this is just review, I understand, but I want to make sure that we all understand each other. When you start this essay, when you start it, you're going to have an opening paragraph. Okay? In that opening paragraph, we state the incident. October whatever of this year, my grandfather passed away. October of this year, my baby girl was born. So 2 different stories, right? One might be more difficult to tell and one more joyous to tell. But pick one. But then the next part that becomes very important, and I need you guys with me here. I need you with me. Also in your thesis, in the opening paragraph in your thesis, you need to state the impact of it. So not just that your grandfather passed, but what impact that had on you. I changed as a person. It made me grow. Although it was a difficult situation, I know he's in a better place. Or one of those types of things. The impact it had on your life today versus the birth of your baby girl. That's going to be more of a joyous type thing. As I said, the impact, it changed me and made me appreciate things more. Ava and I were talking about what it did to made me softer and made me kinder, and I'm so disappointed in myself for that. So anyways, in your opening you want to state the incident and the impact that it had on you. And then as we reflect back, we go again. Where, when, the sights, the sounds. You know, I was telling one class the other day, I remember when my girl was born and I kept going back. I remember this, and when you get a good reflective story going, when it's an impactful thing, you remember it, right? Just like it happened an hour ago. Would you agree with that? You remember the sights, the sounds, the exact, and I remember when my girl was born and they took her and they put her over here. Did I tell you guys this? And I'm going, trying to be with my wife, and then also trying to be over here with my daughter, and I'm doing one of these, right? And finally, Sarah says, my wife says, just go over there. It's fine. I'm good. And I said, oh, thank God. And I was over there. I remember that like it just happened, and of course it's been years now. You with me? And those, because it's an impactful thing. I don't remember September 13th, 1998. I just picked a random date because there wasn't, but I remember October 1, 2015 because it was an impactful thing. So make sure that you include the sights, the sounds, and here's the biggie. As you start to wrap it up, and think of it kind of like when we did our fictional narratives, right? You're going to go into a conflict of some sort, or it's going to have some sort of rising action. It doesn't have to be a conflict. There was no conflict when my daughter was born, but it's going to have some sort of rising action to that climactic point when she was actually born. But then it's going to have kind of some immediate falling action events. You know, the days or hours or things that left followed that. Okay, It can be when if we continue to use my daughter, when she's sleeping on me, and those moments that I'll, cherish forever, that type of stuff, right? But there's going to be some sort of falling action, and that falling action is what, and again, as you get there, it's going to include how it changed you, how it made you better, how you grew up. Some of your brainstorming ideas that we got earlier in the week are much harder. Foster care, divorce, loss of mommy or daddy, things like that. Those are difficult, and so that's gonna have a true impact on who you are. Does this make you understand where I'm coming from? And that needs to come out. And then we close it. When you close, anytime you close, restate your thesis in a concluding manner, and end it with some sort of general comment as we close out. Everybody understand that? Okay. But I'm going to do a little bit of a lesson first, and you're going to have a total of 5 hand-ins as we continue working with reflecting. If you open up your haiku and you go to it, you will see these notes. Okay? Okay. Here's your first hand-in. Reflect on yesterday. Now, there's no word minimum on most of these. I think on only one of them did I put a word minimum. But so we're just brainstorming right now. Mind dump it. Okay? I'm not looking right now for I always appreciate correct grammar, spelling, punctuation, but right now you're just mind dumping. Be less concerned about the formatting of your sentences, be more concerned about the reflecting aspect of it. Get it out there, put it on in your computers. Reflect on yesterday. What was the best part of the day? Did anything yesterday make an impact on your life? Yes, no, maybe so, explain. Go back to yesterday. Questions? Refresh it. It should be. Because you haven't logged in, just log in the upper right-hand corner.
I haven't logged in.
Okay.
I refreshed it.
You refreshed it.
Mine was
Okay,
a-
we'll double check that. We'll see what's going on there. I'll double check mine. Okay. Anyways, do you understand the first hand in before we get going? Okay.
I'll share.
Yay! Who's I?
Hannah.
Yay, Hannah.
Yay, Hannah.
The best part of my day was when I ate a white chocolate Oreo.
I was gonna pull it up. You want me to pull it up?
I don't care.
Yeah?
But I had a really good white chocolate Oreo.
Oh, wrong period. You had a what?
I had a white chocolate Oreo.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see this. Did you turn it in yet, Hannah?
I just turned it.
Oh, perfect. So Hannah said the best part of my day was when I ate a white chocolate covered Oreo. Nothing that happened yesterday really made an impact on it. It doesn't have to, and that's perfect. Explain. Here's what you do when you reflect, though. And remember, this is our tool. This is our practice. So this is a perfect one that we can use, right? We love failures in here, and this is a perfect failure to use. And again, it's not a true failure because it's doing what I asked you to do. But I'm looking for a little bit more. So give me the sights, the sounds. Go over the top, right? Exaggerate the taste as it is going into your mouth. So just real quickly, give it to me this way. Give me your just now. Give me the true essence of this. Come on, give me some adjectives that really took me there.
The crunchiness of the
Yes.
Oreo
Yes.
really helped.
Were you
Bring it
salivating thinking of it just now?
Yes,
Oh, you
I
just-
actually was.
Ah.
And the white chocolate was so smooth over it.
Where were you when you were tasting this Oreo?
I was in my car.
Oh, sitting in my car. I remember the essence of the
Actually,
chocolatey,
I was
crunchy
inside
taste.
opening the package as I was.
Oh, beautiful! So you're at Vaughn's, you buy it, and you're like, I have to have this now. Have you ever opened a package of Oreos before?
Before you even buy it?
And you're in the store, and you're cruising around the store, and you're literally eating or drinking whatever that.
My mom did that once.
I don't know what
That's awesome. All right. So, but listen, folks. what we want to do is as we reflect, we want to really add in all the details, the sights, the sounds, the what was going on type stuff. You guys understand? So we're going to use that failure to go to the second one and succeed on this one. So I want as much detail of where you were. Put yourself there, and we go to the next one. Remember the next assignment. Let's go back.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
So here we go. Here's the next one. Number 2, reflect on first semester in high school. Now it's gone bigger, so not just yesterday. Okay, let's go, guys. What was the best part of the semester? What was the worst part of the semester? What made the biggest impact in your life? From semester 1 here at Big Bear High School, remember, you've stepped into the high school. This is a new experience, so you're going to have some moments that you really remember specifically. The sights, the sounds, the good, the bad. And if you put Mr. Benson as a bad, I'm coming after you. Ready, set, go.
You're like
Ready, set, go.
with your period.
Yay, Cheyenne. Anybody watch the CMAs the other night?
What?
CMAs? Country Music Award.
No, I don't
Never
want
mind.
cancer.
Alright. Where's my party girl?
Go away.
Oh my gosh.
No.
There we go. So this next one we're talking about middle school, right? Or excuse me, high school, the first semester of high school. We're reflecting back on that. So the first hand in you had, okay, did it have as much detail as this one has? No. So that's great. That's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for that improvement. The best part of first semester of high school was the first time I had straight A's for almost a whole quarter. I remember coming home every day and I'd tell my mom very excitedly that I still had A's, but eventually it slipped. But it was good for that little while. I want to fix that.
Me too.
The worst part of the semester was the first time I got a horrible score on something. In English? In here? Not a chance. In English on my timed writing, I got a horrible score. My teacher said, but we know what we're talking about, right? He said that it was good to fail. It is good to fail, right? Yes? It is.
In this class, in the other class, you'll get
I know,
F
yeah.
if you get
Yeah. You want to fail. Yeah. Anyways, in my opinion, it's not because people who fail in college, but anyway, I went home that day, told my mom I was a little upset. I was more upset, just filled with sadness on how bad I did. P.S. Mr. Benson, don't hate me. I love it. That's a good mind dump, right? The good thing about that is, notice what we're reflecting on is Cheyenne's right there in the moment, going back to that moment, right? And even now, as we go into the third one now, I really want us to focus on the sights, the sounds, you know what I'm saying? Get really good detail as the third one. Okay, so thank you for letting us look at that. Was awesome. Excellent job. Let me just finish off by saying the thing that made the biggest impact this semester was that I made the varsity tennis team. Congratulations. That's lovely. My mom and I were talking and she told me I was upset. I need to play 1 or 2 varsity games this season. Good. I had to play varsity good. Yeah, excellent. Seems like a pretty good first semester. Are you having fun? Okay. As you mind up on this next one now, you guys, okay? I really want to focus on sights and sounds and where you were and the smells that were going on and everything, all of your 5 senses really need to come out in your third hand in. What's the third hand in you say? Now. We go back. Let's look at number 3. Okay? This one. Reflect on middle school. What was the best part? Now we're getting even bigger, so we're going back even farther. Reflect on the middle school. What was the best part of it? Why? Who played a big part in your life during middle school? Why and how did he or she play a big part? Do you understand where we're going next? Really bring me back to some of the examples that you're going to have with your teacher. Sight, sound, smells, etc. Ready, set, go. Let's first bring up this point. The Seahawks won last night. Woo woo! Sorry, off track. What we should see What I'm hoping to start to see now, okay, is a little bit more development in the details from 1 to 3. So, Max, I'm going to pick on you just a little bit. The best, I don't know, if this may be a positive. I know. But this is the first hand in. The best part of yesterday was the cross-country practice, blah, 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 right? Okay, and then I was looking for a little bit more in the second hand in, right? Give me a little closer. The best part of the first semester of high school is joining the cross-country team. And again, I want more. I want the sights, the sounds, the smells. Did we get there on this third one, Max? In your opinion?
Yeah, I think
Let's go look. What was the best part of middle school? The best part of middle school was either running cross-country league finals and getting third as a team, or the award ceremony, because that is where I felt all the work I put in towards school finally paid off. Why? Running in league finals during middle school was amazing because I had a really good race. I came in first Big Bear and was really happy with how my team and I performed. The whole me?
the whole time.
The whole time. And Jose, we're running together and I could hear his breathing. Excellent. Now we're getting there. We're starting to get there. So as he reflects back, ladies, as he reflects back, we're starting to hear the breathing going on. Now you're getting somewhere. Excellent. Nice job. We were both sounded like water buffalo with a sinus allergy. Excellent. We even put in a metaphor that goes with it, right? Man, I almost heard it. I don't know. That's kind of disgusting. Here's what I want you to do. This will be our final one. Okay? I want us to go back. Thank you, Max, for letting us use that. And the first one compared to the third one should have in the third one, there should be some development in sight, sound, smell. This next one and our final one that I want us to do, because I think we get the idea. Okay? Of these here, all right, which one would you prefer doing? Reflect on a song that made you think of something happy or something sad, and don't worry about the word minimum. Or would you like to reflect on a time in your life you did something for the first time?
5.
How many of you guys say 4? 5?
I don't care.
5 it is. Let's go to a time in your life. Now wait a minute. There's a caveat to this. This is the important part. In this last hand in, numero 40 for my bilinguals, okay? In this fourth hand in, you need to use all 5 of your senses as you reflect back. You may need to do it metaphorically, right? But wherever you were, wherever this moment was that you did something first, I want to know what it smelled like, what it sounded like, what it tasted like. This is why I say you need to do it maybe metaphorically. It tasted like learning. See how that's a metaphor?
What?
It's a metaphor. You get that? So it can be literal or it can be metaphorical. Okay, so on this next one, you must have all 5 senses in that reflection. Everybody understand?
Yep.
All right, we will check back with you in about 3 to 5 minutes.